take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, loyal readers, members of the press, thank you for joining me here today. I represent Mr. Rupert Murdoch and News Corp, and I will be issuing an official statement regarding the investigation into the mobile phone privacy violation that has been attributed to some of the members of our staff for one of our ventures. These violations, I realize, are a very serious matter, and as such, I would like to issue my heartfelt apology for their lapse in judgment on behalf of those who are responsible. I would like to apologize to those personally affected by these violations. As you've no doubt heard, many of our celebrities, such as Miss Charlotte Church, Sienna Miller, and the assistant to our very own Prince William, have had their mobile phones hacked and their voicemails listened to, and for that I apologize. I also realize that this matter transcends just personal voicemail. As you may have heard, Mr. John Darwin had an article written about him in the Telegraph. In that article, they talked about how he tried to cover up his own insurance fraud. He tried to fake his own death, and he was caught, and now there's been a trial. He's one of those people whose mobile phones were hacked. As such, we'd like to apologize, not to him, but to Scotland Yard and to law enforcement for any trouble that we may have caused by accessing evidence. We are sorry. We also would like for you to consider Sarah's Law. It was spearheaded by these guilty members of our corporation. But we'd like for you to consider, it's a good thing, Sarah's Law. We don't want you to think poorly of them and those who are involved in that movement. This law helps parents know that when a pedophile is moved into their neighborhood, it helps protect children. So please, do not let your opinions of us contaminate your opinions of Sarah's Law. Finally, I would like to say that by taking responsibility, we hope to regain and mend a relationship with you, our readers, and with the public. We hope that we're taking the first step in changing things from the way we've been. Mr. Murdoch and News Corp would also like to say that they are not just ending things there. We're also taking further steps. If you've read the article in The Guardian, one of our executives, Mr. Tom Mockridge, stated that we will be restructuring the company. We hope that this restructuring will prevent these problems from happening again. We hope that you take it as a sign that we will be making changes. And these changes will be good. We have also been talking with some of the victims of these phone hackings and compensating them for their problems. A notable example is Miss Charlotte Church, with whom we've reached a settlement. We hope that you also take these actions as our apology, our way of saying we are sorry for these very poor decisions that were made. As you consider these events, I would also like for you to consider Mr. Murdoch. Some of you may have heard people say that he's not fit to be a leader of the company that he built stone by stone from the ground up. And to those of you, I would say, please, look to Mr. Cohen at New York Times, who recently wrote an article talking about Mr. Murdoch. He stated, Mr. Murdoch's love of no-hold-barred journalism is the reason Britain's press is one of the most aggressive anywhere, and that's good for free society. And that's what we'd like to represent, free society. Mr. Murdoch may have made mistakes, but he's willing to change, he's willing to apologize. If you listen to the NPR transcript or read the transcripts of his most recent statements made during the Leveson inquiry, he stated that he will not be resigning because he firmly believes that he is the person to clean up this mess. I stand behind my company, News Corp, and I stand behind Mr. Murdoch. I hope that you will give him another chance to make things right. As the inquiry is still going, I won't be taking any questions. Thank you for joining me today.